Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, and today I am here with a new video regarding how to wash construction sand for planted tanks. Many of us have faced a lot of troubles with the construction sand since most of us don't know how to wash it, and I have often seen that tanks are getting cloudy after using the sand, so I thought why not make a video since this is something people should know how to do it properly. The sand I have here is already sieved, so this looks clean apparently, but once we put in water we will see how clean it actually is. Taking around 1 liter of construction sand in around a bucket of like 10 liters or 15 liters. If you want you can go for maximum 2 liters, but anything more than that will be a little troublesome to wash. Now you can see the water has gone murky because of the fine sand particles and the dirt that the sand contains. So before we put the sand into the tank, we need to clean it all up where the water remains crystal clear after putting into the tank. Now what I am doing is just agitating the sand in a bucket full of water so that while the sand is agitated, the bigger particles will settle down quickly while smaller particles take time to precipitate to the bottom. So before they can precipitate, we just drain the water out so that we can get rid of as much finer sand particles as soon as possible. And then we repeat this process over and over till we get rid of most of the fine sand particles which we don't require for a planted tank. See, why we don't require small sand particles in a planted tank? That's because the small particles are the reason that compact the sand. If we wash the sand in this process and get rid of most of the like 80 to 90% of the fine sand particles, then I believe there is no reason that we can say that that sand is getting compact or something. Because while you are washing the sand, when you put your fingers through the sand, you can notice the difference. When you have started, you might have realized that the sand is really hard to put your fingers through, and then towards the end, while most of the fine sand particles are gone, it is very easy to run your fingers through it. So at that point of time you can say that the sand is ready for use. Now there is another observation you can see, that while the water is being drained out of the bucket, the smaller particles have precipitated, and virtually you can draw a line where the bigger sand particles end and where the smaller particles start to precipitate. So you can just throw out these small particles and you can continue washing the same process. By throwing out the finer sand particles, it is easier for us to wash the sand since it will take us less water and less time to get it ready for use. Now this is the finest of the sand particles that has been washed out of the sand sample we have taken, and you can see that how much compact it is, that it can hold water on its own. And now this is the sand sample that we need to have for a planted tank so that it doesn't retain water even when we are supplying it. It has to be coarse enough to let the water pass through it instantly. Now you can see the water is pretty clear even when the water from the tap is directly falling onto the sand. So at this point of time we can say that it is nearly done. So we will do a last water change for the bucket of sand, and then we will start with a new batch. So thank you for watching. I hope you have learned something new today, and I hope to see anyone who have watched this video do not suffer from a clouded tank due to the inappropriate washing of the sand. So thank you all. Have a nice time and enjoy your planted tanks. Thank you.